Hello everyone. Today I'm going to explain you a very important topic in REST API Django REST framework that we can generally call it DRF. Is That's a short form of Django REST framework. So I will discuss two topics, that is serialization and deserialization. So I will discuss that how serialization is done and how deserialization is done. So in this diagram I just simplify the process how serialization is done and how deserialization is done. So firstly I will explain this diagram, and later I will, and after that I will show it in my, that you can see that in my Django API project. This is my API project. I will do create and post an HTTP request through Django REST framework, and we can, after that we can insert data from admin administration. So let's first explain the diagram, and later on I will explain these two things. So first thing is serialization. Imagine if this is your front end, or maybe your client, your interface. This one, imagine as a interface or as a client, or maybe this can be your React application, so that you are using. So you want to get the data that in the web page, or the specific data that you want to see in your user interface, that is in, in your website. Okay, so this will be your interface. So you have entered, you have hit a particular route that you want to get a data. So that particular route will go to that, this one, DRF, Django REST framework, that is a API that we have created. And this API this API will go to database. Okay. Mm, so the data will be retrieved from the database, and the data will go to this DRF API that we have created, and this API will give this API will pass the data into our front end. Okay, into our front end or client or interface, whatever you want to call, you can call it. So this is a serialization process. Though this serialization process is done in three separate process. So serialization data, how it is doing it. So imagine I called, this was your database, that is model instance, you can call it attributes also. So this will be your, if imagine I have requested some data, this URL will go to API will go to database. So, okay, so database attributes uh, database attributes will not directly go into client, means not go into clients directly. So rather than do a three-step process to give the JSON data to the client. So first, that database that we are called in model instance, this model instance will convert to Python native data type, that is a dictionary data type. Okay, and this dictionary data type will, after that, will convert into JSON format, and this JSON format will mm, um, get it here. Retrieve this JSON format will go to client, and if a client is using REST, React, So this React will get the JSON format and render into an interface. That is a three-step process. Model instance to Python native data type, that is dictionary, and after that JSON. So serialization is done. After that, how to do a deserialization. Imagine this is your website. You are posting some data. Okay, so how this imagine if this is a form. I later on I will explain all this topic practically. Okay, so yeah, if you have posted a form, okay, this form will this form will go to API, that is Django REST framework that we have created our API. Okay, so here deserialization process will done. So we get JSON data. So this JSON data will go into binary, convert into binary, and this binary that is 0 and 1 will convert into Python native data type. Okay, and after that this Python native data type will convert into model instance. Okay, and this model instance will save into our database. So this is all the process. So the you can, after saving, you can pass any response that you want to pass. Your data has been saved successfully to show the user that his or her data is saved. So this theoretical concept may be hard to understand, but I will show you practically how to do it. So mm first, I will show you this REST framework. Okay, imagine I want to my product name is Apple. My is MacBook. I have added. I think I've added written correct word. So here I will post data. You can see that my data has been posted and ID has been generated. Okay. So first thing I was posting was Apple, and description was MacBook. So my data has been posted successfully, and I will add another Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra. So you can see that my Samsung has been added successfully. So how to retrieve this data? If you so you can see that my ID is 5. If I have set my US according to this, and after entering this 5 I will get this specific data. So here you have seen I have done, that is a deserialization process. Here I have imagine I have showed that is your HTML form. Here you are posting the data. This data will convert into JSON. There's JSON data, and here we are taking place of deserialization. So my API is getting a JSON data. That JSON data is converted into a binary, and this binary data is converting into Python new dictionary native data type, and this dictionary data type is converted into model instance and saved into our database. Uh, so if you want to get a particular this data, this file ID number is 5, I want to get this data. Here is our deserialization process will be done. So here you can see that our deserialization process was done. I get our data number one, that my data was name was mobile and description was 1 plus 12. So here our serialization process was done. So I hit the specific URL. Okay, here our get request will go into our database, and this model instance will convert it to Python dictionary native data type, and this convert into a JSON, that we get our JSON response here, our JSON response. Okay, so I will do the same thing from the admin panel. So here I will add the, so here you can see that I've added Apple and Samsung recently, that is showing here. Okay, I will add another category, Pixel, phone 8 or maybe 9, but so Pixel has been added, and this ID number is 6. So I want to get this data through the API. This is option number 6. So here you can see that I have my serialization process was done. I get the data, that is ID number 6, name was Pixel, is Pixel, description is phone 8. So here I have done serialization and deserialization process. Okay, so I think you have understood the process. So I will show you the code, means all the code how I have done all this project, and after this project I will explain the hyperlink model serialization. So here I have created a REST API project, that my name is REST API, that is a Django hyphen admin start project. My project name was REST API. So after that I have added another command in my terminal, uh, that is Django hyphen admin is start app. So my app name is API. So this API app name I have registered here in my settings, that is API. After that I have installed a command called pip. So I will show you this, pip install Django REST framework. So it will, I've already installed it, so it will show the prompt that requirements already satisfied. Okay, I will run my server again. So the that package I have currently installed, I have registered here under the installed apps rest underscore framework. Uh, After that, I have included a URL, is that I have included a URL that my app name is this API, and my connected this app URLs. So after that I have created this. This is a simple my three class models. So I will explain each and every code in next video, that I will explain hyperlink model serializer. I will explain everything on that video. So here you can see that my first table name is category, second name is product, and third is order. Okay, and after that I have registered this model into admin, all these models, that is category admin, and second was this product admin, and third one is order admin. So everything I have registered in the admin, and after that I have registered a serializer. So don't think about this, all this code I will explain in another video. and the main thing was view is done here. I will use class based view, and this is a URL routing. So I will explain this each and every code in next video. So thank you very much.